Hey, sorry. This is Stephen Platinum, your friend in wrestling with Platinum versus Impact. This is from July 29th, 2021. What can I say? A fantastic show, really good. It was headlined with a rematch between Chris Sabin and Moose, which normally I'd be like, a rematch, but they made it work and they opened up. They're taking little pages out of the AEW playbook, which is like open with something big. So they most certainly did, opening with Jay White and Chris Bay against the Good Brothers. Lots of good stuff. They're obviously looking forward to Bound for Glory, which is going to be in October. There is this nice feel that everything isn't rushing everything to their minor pay-per-views and at the sacrifice of the big pay-per-view. In any case, let's just jump into this. We had Jay White and Chris Bay against the Good Brothers. Really good stuff. At the end of the day, they beat Bay with the Magic Killer. While not a shock, it was what it was. Of course, they're going to win. The end game here, hopefully, is the elevation of Bay to stardom and Impact and as a member of the Bullet Club. We'll see if they end up executing that well. Then we had match-wise Taylor Wilde, against Caleb with a K. So not a shock, but Taylor Wilde beat him. Caleb got an early attack in. The fight spilled to the floor, which is a bit of a shock, and I thought that really worked well. The three moves that were of note, the Tornado DDT was great, the Reverse Rana was awesome, and then the German Suplex for the win. So after this match, Jay White approached Chris Bay and told him while he isn't a member of the Bullet Club yet, he is a fan of Redemption. Putting Wilde over, I thought, was a really smart thing to do. I do like Caleb. It's strange that he and Reginald are kind of serve similar purposes. Maybe not anymore. Now that Reginald is 24/7 champion, I just find it noteworthy. Next, we had an 8-man tag, very impacty, right? You had Ace, Madman Fulton, Rohit, and Shira against Finjuice, Fala, and No Way Jose. So they went at it. Whole lot of big stuff. So Finlay dropped Raju neck first across his knee for the emphatic victory. This is, of course, to set up the match with Jay White at New Japan Pro Wrestling Resurgence. So after the commercial break, White and Bay attacked. So your winners were Finjuice, Ba, and No Way, with Finlay of Finjuice getting the pin. It was a lot of fun. It was what it was. It was a very Impact kind of match, as you can see. We had Kenny Omega and the Elite arrived, and a major main event for next week is made. So they showed up. He's got Don Callis and the Good Brothers, Kenny Omega does. He taunts fans at ringside. It's so much better having fans here. It's amazing the lift that it has given this show in particular. That and some kind of streamlined booking stuff, which makes a lot of sense, is really good. Impact is definitely on an upswing right now, as are most national wrestling promotions, if we're being honest. So Sami Callihan interrupts. Callahan said next week he and two partners will battle Good Brothers and Omega in a 6-man tag match. The Elite that are here dared Callahan to bring the fight. Frankie Kazarian hits the ring, and the two of them go. And at the end of it, backstage, Tommy Dreamer approached Kazarian and Callahan about the 6-man tag. Dreamer was hesitant, creating some intrigue there. So good stuff. A nice setup for next week. And what can you say? Great stuff. Violent by Design against Rich Swann and Willie Mack. This being Violent by Design, Diener, and Rhino. So Mack downs Rhino, and Swann hits a 450, so they get the win. So finally, it feels like Swann and Mack to a degree, but Swann kind of got back on the schneid, which was nice. Which was nice to see. And then finally, we had Chris Sabin against Moose. They just had a knockdown, drag out, really, really good match. So, Moose managed to win with the lights out. You kind of knew that had to happen, right? He fights out of the cradle shock attempt, delivers lights out, and he gets the victory. So now that they have kind of like one win apiece. And then after the match, Sabin delivers a crossbody and pounds away at Moose, and then a tope suicida to the retreating heel, and security separates them as the show goes off the air. Excellent. I thought this match that they did was better than the Slammiversary match, in my opinion. Not because of the finish necessarily. I just thought generally they flowed together better and that kind of thing. So, cool. A really good Impact show. Set up things for next week and started to really set the stage for their next, for Bound for Glory. So nicely done.